When I was 17, collaborative manager in management consulting. For a job that was even more demanding, teaching. I want to teach seventh grade math in the new city public schools. I like any teacher and make quiz and test. I get all of homework assignments when the work came back. I calculated grades. What struck me was that IQ was not the only difference between my best and worst students. Some of my strong performers didn't have terrific IQ scores. Some of my marked their skills were doing so well, and it got me thinking. The kinds of things you need to learn in seventh grade math through gigahertz, ratios, decimals, the era of parallelograms, but these concepts are not possible. I was firmly convinced that every one of my students could learn material and they work hard and long enough. After several more years teaching, I came to the conclusion that what we need in education is a much better understanding of students and learning from emotional rescue from a psychological perspective. We know how to raise the best is IQ. But what if doing well school and in life depends on much more train your ability to learn quickly and easily. So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids under Jones in a shorter challenging settings. And in every study, my question was, who is successful and why? My research team and I went to West Point Laboratory. I tried to predict which case, which state in my life training, and which would drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee and tried to predict which children would advance furthest in competition. Studied rookie teachers working in really towards neighborhoods arcades which teachers are still by the end of the school year, and of those who will be the most effective at improving learning outcomes for their students. We reported which of these cell people is going to keep their jobs and who's going to earn the money. They don't every different context one characteristic emerge a significant breakdown of the set. This wasn't also intelligence, it was good looks, physical health, and it wasn't IQ, it was grit. Chris is a person and perseverance for very long-term goals. Be having stamina, firmly sticking with your future day in, day out, and not just for a week, not just for the month, for years. And working really hard and to make the future a really just a living like this marathon, not a sprint. A few years ago, I started to studying Greek in a Chicago public school. I asked a person of high school junior to take Greek questionnaires, and then wait around a year to see who would graduate. Turns out that three kids were significantly likely to graduate. Even when I messed them on every teachers, things like family income, standards like achievement test scores, even how safe kids life felt when they were at school. It's just not West on other national spelling bee. It's also in school, especially for kids as courage for dropping out. To me, the most shocking thing about grit is how little we know, how little science knows about building it every day. Parents and teachers ask me, how do I grade and what do I do this kids and solid work ethic? How do I keep motivated for learners? And honest answer is, I don't know. What I don't know to this day and doesn't make you pretty. Our data also very clearly that they're meditated, those simply do not follow through on their comments. In our data, Chris is usually related or even inversely related to measured. So far, the best idea I've heard about beauty drip is kids is something called growth mindset. This is an idea developed at Stanford University and is believed that the ability to learn is not fixed. That you can change with your effort. Just the rest her show. There was kids red alert about the brain and how it trenches the grouse in response to challenge. It much more likely to resolve when it failed, because they don't believe that fail is a permanent condition. The ground mindset is the idea of good gifts, but we need more. And that's where I'm going to end my remarks because that's where we are. That's the work stand for us. We need to take our best ideas, our strongest institutions, and we need to test them. And we need to measure whether we've been successful. And we have to be willing to fail to be grown, to start over again with lesson learned. In other words, we need to be greedy about getting our ideas grittier. Thank you.